Well, hello everyone and welcome to yet another Discussions with Dolf. And this time we're in a different place. I think you can see from the vehicles around me that we are somewhere special. And this is not an auto museum in some city like Detroit or other places in the world where they have these auto museums. This is the heart of Havana, Cuba. And some of you may realize that there was a dispute between Cuba and the United States starting sometime in the early 1960s. So whatever cars they had on the road then, they've kept them. It was no longer possible to import new cars. And somehow, magically, they've managed to keep these beautiful old classics running. And you'll see them running around town all over. In fact, wherever you turn, you can see these beautiful cars. They're offered as taxis and private chauffeur services, and some are owned privately by individuals. It is one of the most amazing things. It almost feels like being on the set of Back to the Future, where we've gone back into the past, and this is the way life used to be. In fact, it's the odd modern car that's a reminder, hey, that's not even possible and not true. And in addition to these beautiful old cars, they of course have some of the most astounding architecture that you'll ever find anywhere, even in Europe or anywhere else in the Caribbean. So this is an absolutely amazing place. But I want to make a prediction here. Some of you may recall that I once talked about Malta. Malta was about to join the EU, and I made the very brash claim that if Malta did succeed in joining the EU, that property prices would go through the roof. And in fact, I made the prediction that they would double within 2 years, and I was flat wrong. They actually trebled, and it was closer to 18 months than the 2-year mark. And I know the greatest test of willpower is to refrain from saying, I told you so. But these things are absolutely predictable. When Malta, a tiny nation of only 400,000 people in the middle of the Mediterranean, joins a big body, a 28-member, soon to be 27-member grouping of countries known as the EU, then all of a sudden the market is open to 300 million people instead of less than 500,000. And I make the same prediction here for Cuba. If ever this market is going to be freed up, we don't know if it is, but if it is, I think there's going to be a dramatic effect on values of real estate and in fact opportunities everywhere. I of course will be one of the first to let you know about them, because if there's one thing that no one can challenge me on, it's that I'm passionate about real estate, even if I'm also somewhat passionate about these beautiful old cars. Anyway, we've run out of time. That's all we have time for. But in the meantime, I want to wish you, as always, successful investing. Thank you so much.